I loved it. It was tough and challenging, and obviously with Fish passing away, really emotional as well. And I really enjoyed the sailing, but also quite enjoyed the challenges as well. So yeah, it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, but in saying that, I really enjoyed it.
What was the worst situation you encountered down there?
Obviously, with Fish passing away and hearing that news, and also being in probably the craziest weather and sea state that we'd had the whole race as well, and it all kind of hit in at once, and it certainly knocks your confidence around, especially being the most inexperienced person probably in the fleet, well obviously in the fleet. It knocks your confidence, and I think that made the sailing much more difficult as well for a few days, but the guys and Abby were really helpful in just staying focused on the job, and that's the most important thing for safety. So yeah.
Did you felt yourself from day one a part of the team?
Absolutely, it's such a great team, and everyone involved has just been so welcoming, and I've learnt so much. Everyone's been very patient with me, so hopefully I stood up to the task enough, but I was really lucky to have some great teachers.
It was the toughest conditions for about 6 editions of the race. Has it put you off ocean racing, and will you now be returning to off the beach classes exclusive?
Not at all. Of course it was tough, but I really enjoyed the challenge, and I had such a great time and learned so much that if anything I'm more encouraged and more hungry. I really enjoyed it and hope to do plenty more of it in the future.
In Auckland you were smiling. You are smiling now. Yeah. Did you smile the whole trip?
I was thinking that often you've got so much wet weather gear on that no one would even know if I wasn't smiling, but I actually was under there. Sometimes it was like a grin of a bit of mixture of terror and excitement and fear and everything else, but I certainly was smiling the whole way.
What was the best moment out there?
I love big seas, and there was one morning where we woke up and we were all on deck for a jibe, and it kind of just hit you at once, and you look around and it's like being in the bottom of mountains all around you, and it was like a moment for me where I'm like, wow, this is very real. We're in the most remote place in the world, and the weather is so powerful and incredible, and yeah, I really and also obviously crossing the finishing line in first with a great team was a great moment as well.
Looking to the difference in Olympic sailing compared to the Volvo Ocean Race, can you explain that to the people back home?
It's like completely different sports. It's like comparing swimming with hockey, they're completely different and full of different challenges. I find that with ocean racing, mental toughness would have to be one of the biggest assets for you to just keep getting up when you're on call and on watch, and giving as much as you can, and often it's not as much as you can give under perfect situations, but you still have to kind of dig deep and find everything that you've got and bring it up on deck with you, and that would be the biggest. Yeah, they're so different.
For all the young talents sailors, female sailors back home,
yes,
do you have one golden tip for them?
Yeah, say yes. Say yes to everything, any opportunity, any boat sailed, to meet people. Something that served me really well is saying yes to every opportunity, and I couldn't have imagined that it would lead me here. This has been the experience of a lifetime, but along the way with every step in a new direction in sailing has just been saying yes to the most strange and small opportunities always lead to bigger and great things. So say yes and give it a good go.
Thank you.
No worries.